There you go. Mic test, mic test, mic test. Alright, there we go. Now I'm speaking. Let's see if it's registering me now. The red light's off, so it should. Cool. Hey everybody, I'm Gavin, and welcome to Dungeons 3. You might be wondering, Gavin, where's fucking part 1 through 9? I usually do this on YouTube. This is a YouTube series I'm doing. But, currently, it's not letting me stream to YouTube, so here we are, because I do want to play more. So, if you're watching this on Twitch, I am sorry. Do go to my YouTube if you want to watch the previous parts. It's fun. It's an RTS. It's a fun game. So far, I've already played and beaten the second one. I haven't played the first one, and we're doing the third one.
The Prince of Hell. Talia had reached Termite Island. The time had come to begin preparations for the attack on Doloran and Yaina Overproud.
Indeed. It's also
Lakesville
full of
fell
references.
like a sandcastle under the feet of a 4-year-old, and afterwards was plundered in accordance with age-old custom. Yet as satisfying as it was just a little fish in a great big ocean of good. For the hydrophobic evil had, from the start, planned to capture the city's amazing fleet, which, as opposed to the Horde ships, did not sink like rocks. And so it was that Talia's creatures were driven aboard and the sails were hoisted. As the smoking ruins of the city slowly disappeared below the horizon behind them, the ship set sail for Termite Island, even if no one actually saw the impressive sight, as everyone, hey, I said everyone, was focused on the new target. The aforementioned island was the seat of the magician Yaina Overproud. Yaina was pretty and kind-hearted, and therefore, naturally, absolutely despicable. And if that weren't already enough reason to deal with her, she was also one of Tanos's buddies. Yaina ruled from Doloran. Ah, Doloran, home of arcane magic and high finance alike. Disgusting. Upon landing, the leisurely Evil's army slowly made their way to the financial capital. Yet it would be a good idea to acquire additional, even more powerful allies before facing Yaina.
Forgot to bring mic down. Derp derp. I was talking. Anyways, now you're caught up. You know what's going on. So do I, because it's been a week since I played. And also, I usually don't stream this. I usually record this, but decided, you know what, I don't have space to hold recording, so we're streaming. And then it decided it wouldn't let me stream to YouTube, so I streamed to Twitch. So it's double changes.
Talia and the remains of the cold-blooded Evil's army had reached Termite Island. Here, the egotistical magician Yaina Overproud ruled over her magical financial stronghold of Doloran.
I'll take care of this witch in short order. We'll just build up an army and beat on everything we see, just the way we did before. It's always worked until now, whereby the question arises, what the hell kind of a strange room is that? What's it good for?
In fact, that was an excellent question. Naturally, it was a... wait a moment. Yes, actually, it was a hellhole. A hellhole is a portal directly to hell. What do we need that for, you ask yourselves? Another excellent question. Ah, here. Because we want to summon a Pit-fiend, of course. The demonic and savvy evil plan to lead a Pit-fiend to Doloran in order to have an ace up its sleeve in the fight against Yaina Overproud. An ingenious plan, I must say.
Okay, Pit-fiend sounds good. I can see him now. This guy with muscles of steel and... whatever. How do we do this?
Well, first we need a few ingredients, which we then, for the sake of simplicity, just throw into the hellhole. We need corpse dust. However, it has to be from Termite Island, so we can't just scrape it off our zombies, but have to organize some from local graveyards. And toenails? That's simple. Oh, from a centaur. Fortunately, these primitive beings should have a few camps around here. What a coincidence. Besides that, we also need some worm slime. Ugh, just saying it makes me shudder. And spider legs. We'll probably find those kinds of creatures here in the underground. Probably a lot sooner than the tense evil would like.
That's more of a chuckle, not a giggle.
Oh yes, and it also requires a couple of well-aged, but unfortunately live heroes too. They're not likely to let themselves be thrown in there just like that, so we need a plan.
We can think about that later. The other things will be easier to get. Through fair trade? Through killing.
There. So the first things we're doing, we're expanding this. So, army, no, we want research. We only have the one entrance this time? Nice, that'll make this much, much simpler. Yeah, only the one entrance. That'll make this much easier. Go. We got a good old big food supply. Research. Nope. Research.
payday.
Not enough gold, damn it.
A giant worm has nested in the dungeon.
Oh, really? Giant worm.
Ouch! Take that!
The disgusting evil picked up some worm slime with the hand of terror and threw it into the hellhole. What a waste. What the hell do they make from that stuff? Baby powder. What a diabolical idea. More worm slime disappeared into the hellhole. It was done. All of the requisite worm slime had been collected. Oh my, I saw this documentary about liposuction one time, and this stuff was... Oh, just forget it. Another challenge mastered by the repulsive evil.
Malicious creatures are marching across Termite Island. Men and...
Whoops! Apparently the heroes weren't as stupid as they looked and had noticed the pitter-patter and banging in the underground. As if that weren't enough, Yaina Overproud herself was there.
Excellent. That saves me a lot of time and work if I can defeat her right here.
Easy there. We really don't have the kind of budget that lets us burn a story character in a single map. Besides, it was necessary to stop the marching heroes, and then, immediately following a stay in the dungeon's own hotel, Le Prison, sacrifice them to the hellhole.
Let the heroes come. That will not go well for them.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I'll deal with them in a second.
Take that, you worm!
And that'll be our demon portal there.
Much like the Hero Academy on Newbie Island, Termite Island was a place frequented by aspiring adventurers. When rumors of a newly opened dungeon made the rounds, many heroes came from all over the island. These would be unpleasantly surprised to encounter not a nicely balanced beginner's dungeon, but the cruel evils complex and trap-riddled caves instead.
I'm only spent there for now.
Spiders have spread throughout the underground. Enemies have entered the dungeon. The arachnomanic evil had torn off the first spider leg, just what it needed for the hellhole. It carelessly threw the rest of the spider and the remaining 7 legs aside. The non-arachnophobic evil threw the first spider legs into the hellhole. Why did that please the demons? No idea. Maybe they ran out of interdental brushes.
Research. Research.
It's payday. While the battening down the Hatch's Evil's dungeon was pleasing and attractive, outside, a whole world of evil surprises and insidious events triggered by entering unmarked areas awaited. What was the fearful evil waiting for?
Don't you shit talk me, game.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Death from above!
Alright, let's go get our first shrine. Oh, what's this? Prison. Oh! Interesting. We got, no, nothing new on this end yet. Yeah, nothing new there. Prison's still cool, though. And now they've claimed that, they can come back and rest. There we go. Got my Arcanium.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Research.
A couple of worms are worming through your dungeon. Crush the worms.
The fuck they are. Where? Alright, there you go.
Some kind of staging post would be required before any heroes could be sacrificed to the hellhole. Undefeated heroes would be rather uncooperative, but dead ones would be of no help to the bored evil. The solution was obvious. A prison had to be built. The always wanted to be a prison guard evil immediately began to research and build one.
Research. Hey, welcome to the stream. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. Big enough, eh? Did heroes just come in? No, we're good. Cool. Break those fucking walls, you pieces of shit. Research. Boom. And boom. And where do we want to build a prison? I'm thinking not far from this. I'm thinking right here. This will be our prison. Right there. And that's where the door will be.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Who's entered? Let's make them not be here. Fuck off our property.
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
evilness. Drop these guys in here for now. Welcome to the stream. Find that. And this will be our prison, which I think under the undead. Actually, this isn't where I meant to build it. Where do I have it set where I wanted to build it? I don't know.
The first prison had been built. Now, heroes could be imprisoned when they were defeated. This was not only important for sacrificing the heroes the hellhole so desperately wanted, but also because each hero generated some evilness at the end of their stay.
Exactly. Let them stew and rot in prison, the miserable do-gooders.
Something our quick-tempered protagonist obviously desired. The very best thing, though, was the fact that any heroes that died in prison became skeletons. The necrotic evil immediately wanted to try this out, of course.
Yeah, I bet. I'm still doing the first campaign. I'm at Dalaran mission. I'm at, Prince of Hell. You can see it up there. I need to start doing some good old traps. Research. I want my good old friend the flamethrower, which is right. Nope. Right there. Research and research.
The first hero awoke in the prison, where his death would generate some wonderful evilness for the disgusting evil. Outstanding. Oh yes, and some heroes also needed to be sacrificed in the hellhole. A tough decision.
My secret and mystical counselors, who only I can see, tell me that the demons would love to see some skilled elven archers thrown into the hellhole. Apparently, they need someone to hunt giant mosquitoes.
Counselors only you can see? My goodness, as if your split personality wasn't annoying enough.
I can't really argue with you there. I too wish that Sister Goody Two-Shoes would finally go and bother someone else.
Research. Don't need magic yet. I don't use it that often. What we could use is some beefed up demons. Which is right here. I don't know enough evil. Never mind. Oh, let's just be good to research. We're going gobblers. We're going units. Oh yeah. I'm far enough. I figured that you meant like on the first level. Yeah, it took a second. It took me a hot minute to realize how you could grab everyone in that. Yeah. I need more evil, so I need to go capture another shrine. Oh, before we go to that, boop, boop, boop. Alright, grab everyone. Grab everyone. Second shrine, let's go.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Never mind, doing this first. Get the fuck off my property. What do I want to build here? Oh, we learned flamers yet? Nice start. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. Alright, so we need to clear up some space. So we can start fucking yeeting some boys. Oh, not they're all dead. Now you guys can go get me a second shrine. Traps. Flamers.
The listening closely evil was informed that the demons of the hellhole might be interested in trading a handful of priestesses of the light for one of their female demons. This sounded like a very interesting trade indeed.
Maybe we should see what happens when we throw a few of these elves with the swords into the hellhole.
Why? Is that some sort of secret recipe?
Recipe? No idea. But it sounds like fun. Damn fair-skinned elves. Oh, but in the end, they are related to us. Those tree-cuddling hippies have nothing in common with us dark
Goblin.
elves.
Work. Goblin, I haven't... Yeah, there you go. Excellent. Perfect. I need to start actually learning magic so I can learn magic
There are
room.
enemies in your
Because magic
dungeon.
room is important.
A hero died in the unspeakable evil's prison. In fact, this wasn't such a bad thing. A skeleton rose from the dead hero's remains, which would henceforth serve the homicidal evil without questions or demands.
Hold the line door. Good job, door. Can I just gonna do a quick little... Aha. Yeah, fuck you, guy. Yeah, when I did fucking Dungeons 2, because I also played that, that's on YouTube, I won matches by just having infinite doors. Sadly, that stretch doesn't work so much in this one, but it was fucking hilarious. I was funny as shit. Oh yeah, no, they are not letting me, they're not a fan of me living. Which, I mean, I get it, but it's still hurtful. And where the fuck did I... Here's my workshop. Yeah, it's a fun game. I'm definitely enjoying this one more than I enjoyed 2. I'm glad I gave this one a shot after the mess that was the ending of 2. Alright, next one. Nope, nope, right there. Boop, 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 and I'm out of crates. I'm not gonna want a door there.
It's payday. Rumor has it that the
I have
demons
enough.
of the hellhole
I have
might
enough
welcome
evil.
the sacrifice of a few little snots. Or maybe it's just because it's fun, too. The experimental evil immediately tried it out.
You know what? You're right. I will try it out. You. No. But you. Fine, I'll drop these guys first. In you go.
Another lemming rushed over the cliff. Oh, I mean hero and a hellhole. Sorry. The hellhole rewarded the sacrifice of a live hero with a respectable burp.
Alright, so in you go.
A formidable throw. That little snot landed right in the middle of the hellhole.
That was worth it. That was fun.
Ouch!
Oh, what the fuck? Did people enter and I just didn't notice them? That must have been what happened. Nope, I'm not after you. All the bodies? Alright.
It was done. The self-sacrificing evil had thrown the required number of heroes into the hellhole, which in turn commented on the fact with a loud, contented belch.
You know, these heroes, not a fan of me, apparently. I don't know what I did to piss them off. All I'm trying to do is conquer the world. I keep taking everyone out when I need to leave people in here to make traps. Damn it. Boop, boop, boop. There. I'll do 3. And by do 3, I mean I'm gonna... There we go. Alright, so let's get...
Whoops! The first centaur had lost one of its toenails. How sad. But it was exactly what the absolutely no regrets whatsoever evil needed for the hellhole.
Alright, time to expand to this place. Boop boop. Hideout.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
You guys pick like the worst times. Retreat back to base. Kill him. Now we need another one of these finally. Whoop. Damn it, I can't go over there without cutting into the wall. Usually I'm trying to make my base look aesthetically pleasing. So I keep adding doors at each of the rooms. Also because it buffs up the fucking one stat, I think. The efficiency stat, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, I have centaur toenails I can sacrifice.
The first centaur toenails disappeared into the hellhole. A short neigh could be heard. I don't really want to know what the demons do with those.
Alright, next research. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Okay, so now she has her summon shadows. So we'll take everyone, except we will drop our goblin friends. And leave them to do work. Motherfucker.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Not for fucking long there ain't. Oh wait, shit. Mistakes were made, go back in.
You desire?
Alright. Yoink, 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 yoink.
Everything evil comes from above.
Goblin, I don't know why you're here, but you're not staying over here. Go fucking build.
Evil will try.
And still the Horde, I mean the evil, spread their infestation across Termite Island. Onwards, peoples of the Alliance, drive this riffraff off. Otherwise, the tourists will stay away and we'll have to close up shop. I'll be at your side. Well, later. I have something important to do in Doloran. All the best, and for the Alliance and so forth.
Damn, that cowardly magician is escaping.
Just like I hadn't said anything. As Jaina got out of dodge, her subordinate heroes from the nearby village did what heroes did best. Desperately head for their opponents, using brute force and violence with absolutely no finesse whatsoever. The dungeon protecting evil made ready. As a really, really broad hint, the savvy narrator pointed out to the perplexed evil that the graves in the graveyard might just need a hearty smack or nudge to release the valuable corpse dust.
I love these traps. They're so fucking useful.
This hero camp has been destroyed. Excellent work. So now let's do it again.
All the poor souls who have to die because of my failure and my lack of willpower. It's so sad.
Ha ha ha! Plunder, burn, kill.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Perfect. Alright. Next up is up here.
The fabulous evil's armies had reached the city. Jaina, however, was long gone.
Then I suppose I'll just have to take it out on the inhabitants. Forward! Oh, haven't you plunged enough cities into ruin?
They
Is that
died,
a
it's not my
trick
problem.
question? I'll admit I could have saved myself the question. You monster! Thanks. Worm!
Having fun up there. Oh. I mean, take these. So assume I don't get anything for just constantly putting more people in the hellhole, right?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Not for long there aren't.
A hero disappeared into the hellhole.
Oh!
A long, drawn-out and an
What the
almost
fuck
reckless
is this
disregard
thing?
for gravity. In exchange for the hostile evil's sacrifice, the demons of the hellhole sent a number of arachnoids skittering into the dungeon. Thank God I had them treat my arachnophobia with electric shocks back in the day, and that without any, almost without any lasting side effects.
That's cool. That's a cool demon. Where's my crate manufacturer here? Let's magic room this.
No!
And
I'll
place the
be
door for
back.
efficiency. I haven't broken into their town. It's not where I wanted you to go, but cool, I guess.
It's payday.
Let's just make these people return to base. Oops, no, meant to. Yeah, this trap layout is my fucking go-to now. Because, I mean, it works. Alright, so what do I need to restock on? I need orcs. I need orcs.
There
Simple
are
enough.
enemies in your dungeon.
Go ahead, break the door. Doesn't matter. No, let them go through the traps. It's more fun that way. See? Because now that I know throwing a bunch of buys in that hellhole actually does net me people.
While it was fun watching corpses disappear into the hellhole, the demons explicitly demanded live heroes. These had to be pulled from a prison that the anticipating evil had hopefully already built. While the sacrifice, of course, pleased the Pit-fiends beyond the hellhole, it didn't seem to induce them to send anything in trade. Obviously, they only wanted to make each trade once. Cheapskates.
I'm still gonna do it just for the lols.
Well, hello, you
Oh.
beautiful demon. Oh, the demons of the hellhole gave the still-to-be embalmed evil some of their succubi as thanks for the sacrifices.
Well, some of, in quotations. No reason not to just get that, right? Not gonna use them, but it doesn't hurt me to grab it.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Most people are smart and get to live. I say as a joke because everyone I own. Actually, No, don't even have to fight them. Still, cool. Have fun in this room then. Actually, wait, no. Grab everyone again.
Hey! Keep your hands to yourself.
No. Drop. 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 There we go. Alright, let's build us a good old-fashioned... What's one called? Oh yeah,
The eager to
brewery.
explore Evil's army had discovered one of the heroes' camps. They immediately took care of its demolition.
Exactly! Come on! Let's tear the place apart! Another glorious victory for the Queen of Evil! I mean, for the absolute evil. Of course. I mean, it's not my army. Not yet. Anyway.
You're the Queen of Evil? Well, I didn't vote for you. And anyways, Queen of the Damned sounds better to me.
Really? Oh, God. Terrible film. Except for the music. But of course, a bit better love story than that bit at Twilight.
It's payday. The far-sighted Evil had discovered a modest little centaur camp. Like any good, nature-loving being, the horrible Evil immediately wanted to convert this area into a nature reserve. Of course, that meant that everything that was in the way had to go. Oh, those poor centaurs. Unfortunately, they had to die for the good of the greater evil. It was done. The last unicorn, the last centaur, had lost its toenail, which the eager evil quickly sacrificed to the hellhole. As it did so, it realized that every centaur actually had 4 of the stupid things. Naturally, that would have made the job just a bit easier. But hey, outstanding intelligence was never an employment criterion for evil archvillains. Either way, the goal had been achieved.
Fair enough. Get me them magic boys.
The great champion Ronin hit the floor. The radiant with happiness Evil was extremely pleased. At the same time, this anti-heroic act was generously rewarded.
Ah, poor Ronin. Ron's one of my favorite Warcraft characters. Slash cry. I killed Dalaran without even getting to summon the Pit-fiend.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Yeah, I keep planning on making brewery, and I just keep not doing that.
Another graveyard. Excellent. Here we should be able to find the rest of the corpse dust. Get a move on, people! Loot those graves!
My toenails are curling. Looting graves? How repulsive!
Yeah, go share your moral outrage with someone who cares. Ha! Another city destroyed.
You're so evil and cruel.
Thanks, that's really nice of you.
I despise you.
Careful now. Hate leads to the dark side.
The strategically brilliant evil had eliminated all the dangers and made the dungeon a fairly safe place. Summoning the Pit-fiend should now be child's play. While the sacrifice, of course, pleased the Pit-fiends beyond the hellhole, it didn't seem to induce them to send anything in trade. Obviously, they only wanted to make each trade once. Cheapskates.
Yeah, I realized.
The graveyard's
Just went throwing
ludicrous
people in there.
guards had been retired. Good thing for the gravedigger, who didn't have to go far this time. It was done. All of the required corpse dust had been sacrificed to the hellhole. The mastered this task evil patted itself on the back, right before it remembered the spiked metal gloves. Ouch.
Ooh, gold. Yoink, yoink, yoink.
The sacrifice of the spider legs done. All of the spider legs have been tossed into the hellhole. The spider-hating evil had mastered the assignment without even breaking a sweat.
There we go. Fuck you are.
Finally, it was done. The last ingredient had been thrown into the hellhole. The victorious evil patted itself on the back in triumph. The hellhole began to bubble and make fart noises. Something in the middle whirled wildly, while it slowly grew. The sound that caused it could be seen as a demonic litany, but upon listening closer, one recognized a joyful whee! It was the Pit-fiend, who now emerged from the whirlpool with a wild laugh. Laugh. Oh, do I do that? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Prince of Darkness, obey my orders. And, of course, those of the absolute evil. You, mighty Pit-fiend, cruelest of the cruel.
His name is Crowley.
I beg your pardon?
It says here in the script the Pit-fiend's name is Crowley. Not that it's important since he doesn't speak, but I just wanted to mention it.
All right, Crowley. You, Crowley, will help us defeat Yaina Overproud. We will transform this world into an image of hell.
Daughter, try to defeat your evilness. I still haven't given up on you. Fight it! Use all your willpower.
Oh, Father, I'm still here. I'm trying. Well, now and then, at least. But my evil self won't let me talk about it. It refuses to hear my arguments and...
It doesn't care what you say. How often do I have to tell you?
The Pit-fiend Crowley listened to Talia's inner quarrel and grumbled at Tanos' words. Non-residents of hell were so annoying. Tanos disappeared after the evil Talia's rant and tirade of insults. She then turned to Crowley.
Come, Pit-fiend. I mean Crowley. Let's get that accursed magician. Yaina Overproud. Your days are numbered.
Fun. We'll do one more level. Yeah, now we'll do one more. Alright, the storming of Dalaran.
The storming of Dalaran. Now that the leprous evil had won the Pit-fiend as an ally, it began preparations for the storming of Dalaran. It was time for Yaina Overproud to die.
As you do.
Ah, we've finally reached Dalaran. With the Pit-fiend, I mean Crowley, we'll effortlessly overrun the city and kick Yaina Overproud's ass.
Oh, but, could we solve it peacefully instead? I mean, surrender.
Talia, your shameful deeds have not gone unnoticed. You have committed yourself to evil and killed grimly. You have led an army of... I cannot allow that, for I fight for capitalism and neoliberalism. I mean, love and justice. I am Yaina Overproud, and in the name of Dalaran, I will punish you.
Oh, okay. I guess we can forget the peaceful solution thing.
The armies of evil, forward!
Bravely, or extremely stupidly, the do-gooders of Dalaran threw themselves at Crowley, but they could do little against his concentrated power, his steeled muscles, and his fiery breath.
This isn't over yet. As if a ridiculous little demon could stand against me. Thunderbolt, fly and win!
A powerful spell hit Crowley, instantly evaporating all the weaker creatures around him. He seemed considerably weakened.
Hey, that's not fair! Just wait! I have a few tricks up my own sleeve, you fraud! Strengthen, demon! Fly and win!
Talia now also cast a spell on Crowley. Both spells seemed to balance each other out. At the same time, they surrounded the Pit-fiend with a storm of chaotic energy. This would protect him from all damage. Unfortunately, it would also protect everyone outside the energy vortex from Crowley.
This isn't over yet. Men, I need your support. Go to that demon and stay close to him. That will strengthen my spell.
That sounds dangerous.
He's almost banned, you idiots. He cannot do anything to you. Get a move on.
Come, creatures. I need your support. Stay close to Crowley to strengthen my spell. Fear not. The forces surrounding him are harmless. To me.
My goodness! I'm hardly needed for this intro. The fast-acting evil threw everything it had into getting its creatures close to Crowley in order to support Talia's spell.
Now, so for this, we're the boss. Haha. Because there's Crowley's HP. Oh, they're all the way up here. Oh, there's another entrance down there. I didn't see it. Alright.
heroes of Doloran had finally gathered their courage and moved closer to Crowley in order to intensify their leader, Yaina Overproud's spell.
Get ready to intercept them. That spell really doesn't need to get any stronger.
Forward, brave warriors! Together we will defeat this evil! Thunderbolt, open!
Crowley himself was less than pleased by the magical energies that swirled around him. After all he wanted was to bring chaos and destruction to the world. His superhuman demonic powers allowed him to temporarily resist all the spells and move forward. Of course, he would only do so on the unrighteous evil's orders. For although he was a mighty Pit-fiend, he was not a giant floating hand that could easily crush any and all creatures if it so wished.
Alright, there goes the Archer Tower.
The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back.
We need... Damn. Don't have enough evil. Do we not have an orc bed? Oh.
Payday! Crowley had already been forced far back. Something needed to be done urgently.
Something's about to be done.
Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly.
All right. Another orc stuck on him.
The recovering evil would build a chamber of relaxation. There, demons could leave their non-existent cares behind them as they took a warm manna bath. It also allowed them to attain higher levels.
is going well. Doing.
We can't go on like this. Men, find the source of this evil. Enter the dungeon and destroy it.
Not a good time. I'm kind of busy here at the moment.
A group of heroes made their way into the dungeon to lead the armies of evil into a two-fronted war. Fortunately, the underground was laced with traps and so on, so that they didn't stand a chance. You did lace it with traps, didn't you?
No. No, I did not. That's fine, though.
Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him. There are enemies in your dungeon. Payday.
Once I'm done with you, I'm gonna raise Doloran to the ground!
You will never defeat me. I fight for good. We win in every story.
Didn't you lose in 2, and I assume 1? I know that's a joke, but still. Yeah, feel free to just kind of chill there for a bit. I need to find a good source of gold.
Meanwhile, Crowley had covered half the distance. Not much longer, and Doloran would fall.
Never. Men, attack!
Heroes heroes had entered the dungeon through the back entrance. Wait, heroes had entered the dungeon by the back entrance? Alert! The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back.
I didn't even notice the elf on him, damn it.
Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him.
I need to have creatures to send creatures.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yaina Overproud.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh, I know exactly what to do. Damn it, I don't have enough gold though now.
The dungeon heart is being attacked. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy people had to do something to stop them.
Creatures, go! Support Crowley and my spell! We dare not fall back any further!
Made it just in time.
It's payday.
What have we got? Alright.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Three orcs, a healer. I want one more healer and then a banshee. Alright, things are going swimmingly.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Give up, Talia. Good will always triumph.
Oh, like hell. Good is going down. I'm gonna tear your heart out and use it as a bath sponge. Very good. That adds some new
The senseless evil had so far neglected to eradicate one of the heroes' camps, and therefore continued to face a huge number of heroes. Here it seemed to be living out its masochistic side. The ghastly evil chuckled at the insidious thought of erecting a torture chamber. There, imaginative tortures could be used to persuade heroes to defect to good. I mean, to the right side of diabolical. The northern road, upon which the contemptuous of all life, including that of its own creatures, Evil's army, was lined with warriors armed to the teeth. Proceeding any further would be a suicide mission.
Wait, no, you guys went the wrong side.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. Defend the dungeon heart. Defend the dungeon heart.
Alright.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Oh, God. There.
It's payday. The splendid evil still had not built a chamber of relaxation. It, of course, took care of the matter immediately.
Nickel front. Ha.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
The fuck there are.
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered. Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him.
Creatures, go! Support Crowley and my spell! We dare not fall back any further!
I literally can't.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Alright, spiders are dead. The ones that came out are dead. Diamond vein, yes! Finally. No. Trying to stall for time. There's a loss. I've lost this level.
Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him. Crowley had been forced all the way back. Yaina's spell was so powerful it was hurting him. If he didn't get some support soon, he would die.
Alright, let's... Okay, just restart it from there.
The combined might of all of Doloran is behind me, Dark Elf. Your evil brood has no chance here.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. The dungeon heart is being attacked.
I don't have the fucking mana to revive him. Yeah, that's a loss. Retry the level. Because that there's a clean loss.
finally reached Doloran. With the Pit-fiend, I mean Crowley, we'll effortlessly overrun the city and kick Yaina Overproud's ass.
My goodness! I'm hardly needed for this intro. The fast-acting evil threw everything it had into getting its creatures close to Crowley in order to support Talia's spell. The heroes of Doloran had finally gathered their courage and moved closer to Crowley in order to intensify their leader, Yaina Overproud's spell.
Get ready to intercept them. That spell really doesn't need to get any stronger.
Forward, brave warriors! Together we will defeat this evil! Thunderbolt, open!
Crowley himself was less than pleased by the magical energies that swirled around him. After all he wanted was to bring chaos and destruction to the world. His superhuman demonic powers allowed him to temporarily resist all the spells and move forward. Of course, he would only do so on the unrighteous evil's orders. For although he was a mighty pit-fiend, he was not a giant floating hand that could easily crush any and all creatures if he so wished. Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly.
Alright, you warrior piece of shit. First goal is let's earn money faster. Well, that's dealt with. We can go back and heal.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil's signal.
Very Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yaina Overproud.
I'm just not ready to head out yet.
Payday.
Excellent. Now we can also start having our zombies again.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them.
We can't go on like this. Men, find the source of this evil. Enter the dungeon and destroy it.
Not a good time. I'm kind of busy here at the moment.
A group of heroes made their way into the dungeon to lead the armies of evil into a two-fronted war. Fortunately, the underground was laced with traps and so on, so that they didn't stand a chance. You did lace it with traps.
I'm working on that.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The recovering evil would build a chamber of relaxation. There, demons could leave their non-existent cares behind them as they took a warm manna bath. It also allowed them to attain higher levels.
Okay, Crowley, destroy those do-gooders!
Never! Your ridiculous demon has no power here.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them. Payday. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
And so it will be.
Meanwhile, Crowley had covered half. The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back.
And so what do we have? And we need some orcs.
Heroes had entered the dungeon through the back entrance. Wait, heroes had entered the dungeon by the back entrance? Alert!
You're free to go back if you got all those guys dead.
Your dungeon heart is under attack. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Need to increase our food supply. There we go.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back. It's payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
God damn it. I'm trying to go out so I can take care of the camp so they stop coming out so fast, but they just won't stop coming. And they don't stop coming. Hit through the roof and hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your head gets smart, but your brain gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. How about that?
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him. The senseless evil had so far neglected to eradicate one of the heroes' camps, and therefore continued to face a huge number of heroes.
Literally
Here
what I'm
it
trying to
seemed to
do.
be living out its masochistic side. Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. The ghastly evil chuckled at the insidious thought of erecting a torture chamber. There, imaginative tortures could be used to persuade heroes to defect to good. I mean, to the right side of diabolical. Enemies have entered the dungeon. The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back. Crowley had already been forced far back. Something needed to be done urgently. The dungeon heart is being attacked. Enemies have entered the dungeon. The splendid evil still had not built a chamber of relaxation. It, of course, took care of the matter immediately. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yina Overproud! Okay, Crowley, destroy those do-gooders!
Never! Your ridiculous demon has no power here!
There are countless spiders pouring out of a room that was accidentally unearthed. Disgusting. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yina Overproud!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
There we go, so we're getting my flamethrower trap built. We'll learn. I'm sorry, who's chilling up here? Hello? What are you doing up here? Another 45 seconds. Alright.
It's payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Still not done. The 15, 14.
Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. The wicked evil had simply forgotten to erect the insidious torture chamber. Following this little reminder, it immediately set about doing so. Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly.
Go, you dogs! Crowley needs your support! Now!
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
GG.
The inattentive evil had forgotten its dungeon heart in the heat of the battle surrounding Crowley. It shattered into 1,000 pieces under the attacks. A sad end, indeed.
This is the first level I've had difficulty with. It's fun. Yeah, first level I've had challenge with.
finally reached Dalaran. With the Pit-fiend, Crowley, we'll effortlessly overrun the city and kill...
My
Next
goodness!
attempt.
I'm hardly needed for this intro. The fast-acting evil threw everything it had into getting its creatures close to Crowley in order to support Talia's spell.
First goal, let's Zerg for that diamond. I guess off, which is one of each, right? Yep.
Uh-oh, a spider nest has been unearthed. Crowley himself was less than pleased by the magical energies that swirled around him. After all he wanted was to bring chaos and destruction to the world. His superhuman demonic powers allowed him to temporarily resist all the spells and move forward. Of course, he would only do so on the unrighteous evil's orders. For although he was a mighty Pit-fiend, he was not a giant floating hand that could easily crush any of...
And so yeah, Zerging them, bad idea. Alright. Huh.
all creatures if it's...
Oh, hey, load this one. Alright, I'm fine with this being loaded. This is still redeemable.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed.
Let's just not go for the
upon
village.
Abominable evil signal.
There can only be one.
He's going for the village is
One
what got us
is
killed.
Me!
The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yaina Overproud!
The wicked evil had simply forgotten to erect the insidious torture chamber. Following this little reminder, it immediately set about doing so.
Unlike last time, we're gonna win it here.
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
Give up, Talia. Good will always triumph.
Oh, like hell! Good is going down. I'm gonna tear your heart out and use it as a bath sponge.
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
And I need 350 for that. I also want me to make this, so. Oh, I already learned I just don't have it made. Oh, whoops.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The hedonistic evil had built his demons a chamber of relaxation. There they could now take mana baths, which seemed to be an essential requirement for every high-level demon. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. It's payday.
Oh, do they put mana in for me? Oh, they do. Cool. Come on then. I can put this back.
The northern road upon which the contemptuous of all life, including that of its own creatures, Evil's army, was lined with warriors armed to the teeth. Proceeding any further would be a suicide mission. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable Evil's signal. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy Evil had to do something to stop them.
Oh, more slaves for the prison.
There are enemies in your dungeon. The dungeon heart is being attacked. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable Evil's signal. Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle Evil had better support him quickly.
Once I'm done with you, I'm gonna raise Dolaran to the ground!
You will never defeat me. I fight for good. We win in every story.
I already made the joke before, not gonna make it again. Don't actually need to make one because we got room right there, which means we don't have a cap yet.
Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy Evil had to do something to stop them.
You really don't.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The dyslexic evil had been trying to build a torch chewer chamber for some time. The embarrassment was obvious when its creatures pointed out that the room was supposed to be called Torture Chamber. Crowley's
Thanks,
fabulous
Dad.
skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed
Got it.
upon the
Yep.
abominable evil signal.
Thank you.
Defend the dungeon heart. Your dungeon heart is under attack.
There can only be one, and that one is me!
There are enemies in your dungeon.
And so we've lost guys. What are we missing? Gun demons. Ah.
The malicious evil had successfully built the torture chamber, where it could now persuade heroes to see the benefits of the dark side, through the use of instruments of torture, of course.
It's awful. Alright.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Alexa, stop.
It's payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon. The dungeon heart is being attacked.
Thought I'd tell you to start regenerating. Yeah.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them. Your dungeon heart is under attack.
Always the worst timing. Turn back.
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
Here we go.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yaina Overproud!
Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him.
Oh yeah, I was gonna also, what are the, yeah, too pitiful, I remember that. Too pitiful and teleport. I remember those being useful.
Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly. Crowley had already been forced far back. Something needed to be done urgently. The dungeon heart is being attacked. payday. Defend the dungeon heart. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
There can only be one, and that one is
Me! Need 350 for that. Alright, there we go. Increase the damage of my fire boys. I assume we've lost orcs. Oh no, we lost another goblin. Eh. Let's make some more demon beds.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Give up, Talia. Good will always triumph.
Oh, like hell. Good is going down. I'm gonna tear your heart out and use it as a bath sponge.
That's dark.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
That's what I thought. I was waiting for them to pop up.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Send our farm.
Yes! More power! Excellent! Thank you, Crowley! Take that, Yaina!
Slowly but surely,
Yaina!
Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly.
There we go.
Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yaina Overproud!
There are enemies in your dungeon. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them.
Go, you dogs! Crowley needs your support! Now!
Oh, goddamn, I did it again.
Crowley had been forced all the way back. Yaina's spell was so powerful it was hurting him. If he didn't get some support soon, he would die. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Okay, Crowley, destroy those do-gooders!
Never! Your ridiculous demon has no power here!
It's payday.
Aua.
Operation Sneak Attack! Go!
The foolish evil had walked right into a do-gooder ambush, who now happily took its armies under fire from above. This would probably lead to painful losses, but of course, that didn't matter to the troop-wasting evil. There are enemies in your dungeon. The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back.
Hello. Hi. How are you doing? Pretty good, you? Pretty good. I can't complain. Oh, good. You shouldn't. Good. I don't. Oh, good. 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 Good.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Crowley had reached the gates of Doloran. The energies raging around him melted through the defenses like a hot knife through butter. However, instead of demoralizing the defenders, that seemed to motivate them instead.
Exactly. Right, ladies and gentlemen, time to take out the garbage. Destroy the evil. For the Moonstone. For Doloran!
Man the defenses!
Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him.
Nope.
Payday. Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him.
I need mana first, my guy. Here we go. I don't want to hang around somewhere, do I? For chance? Ooh.
Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly. There are enemies in your dungeon. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Once I'm done with you, I'm gonna raise Doloran to the ground!
You will never defeat me. I fight for good. We win in every story.
Have to mind all that mana.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
My old demon's getting them books.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil's signal.
All our demons get revived? Nope, they need more mana. Good, much as that, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get seconds for dinner.
Payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Also, I just noticed.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however,
Crowley
stood
heal?
ready to
Does
be
Crowley heal
unleashed
automatically?
upon the abominable evil signal.
Nice.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yina overproud.
Hey, a demon. A demons. More mana.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Excuse me? Mm-mm. Back on there. There we go. Now we're going to the positive Zamana.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
There can only be one, and that one is me!
It's time.
Thunderbolt! Fly! And win!
You want me to call you Sailor Overmoon now or what? I can take you with one hand tied behind my back.
Do it then.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly.
This is a tough, long map. I'm still enjoying it, unlike the end of 2. Hopefully this doesn't drag on too long. And any demons revive? Wait, Guy, where are you? Guy, no! He didn't make it.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Damn.
Heroes are wrecking your rooms.
Sorry, Banshee, you gotta go. Why? Trust me, I ain't happy about it either. I just don't care. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. You too. fuck, I have to wait for it to be fixed. Wait here.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back.
Hello. We don't have the arena yet, do we? Doesn't look like it. What to spend shit on?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Perfect.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Because now there'll be iron hides, right? Yep. Nope. Darn.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yaina Overproud!
The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back.
The combined might of all of Dolaran is behind me, Dark Elf. Your evil brood has no chance here.
We'll raise Dolaran to the ground. When we're done, it'll only be good for a car park.
Don't stop till I say stop, demons. How close are we? I still need a good bit. Come on. sorry, did you two not finish doing what I told you to finish doing?
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them.
Nope, nope.
The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back. There are enemies in your dungeon. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Did demon die? I'll click it. Which ones? None in this one.
Payday.
I assume one must have died there.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Excellent.
Okay, Crowley, destroy those do-gooders!
Never! Your ridiculous demon has no power here!
She's right. Ooh. But ooh.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Let's say I went down the wrong hole. And dead. Alright, we're gonna attack from up here now. Let's see how it goes.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Oof! I'm a gabbin'! Now I have a quick way route up here. Just doing my job, making traps yummy yum. Oh God. Being dead sucks. Yes, excellent. The trap is complete. In 3, 1, now. Hello, giant snake.
It's payday. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Yeah, game's lagging. Fun.
Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them.
Creatures, go! Support Crowley and my spell! We dare not fall back any further!
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Come, Crowley. Our destiny awaits.
Give up, Talia. Good will always triumph.
Oh, like hell! Good is going down. I'm gonna tear your heart out and use it as a bath sponge.
Crowley was forced back. The absolute evil had to send its creatures to support him.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yaina Overproud!
Payday.
There we go, throat's clear. At least clearer. Alright, scrolls are capped again. Time to expand our knowledge chamber.
Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil's signal.
Literature!
There are enemies in your dungeon.
There can only be one, and that one is me!
No, they're already dead. Think we need orcs again? Oh, we need orcs and Naga.
Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil's signal.
The Horde is here! Today you die.
Go, Crowley! Go
Aha!
on! Take the worthless magician out! The Pit-fiend had reached Yaina Overproud. He tore through the walls as if they were paper. And then they met. Lightning bolts lashed through the electrified air. An epic battle began.
Your days are numbered, villainous Pit-fiend. In the name of Dolaran, I will punish you. But not here.
What the... A teleportation spell? Oh, what a bitch! Come on, after her! She can't be far!
Wasn't even
Daughter seeks your villainous deeds. Grimly's death. I forgive you for that. But look inside yourself and return to the light.
Him again? Look, go watch that cartoon movie about ice and snow and listen to the song Let It Go very, very closely.
I don't have time for that. Come on. We have to find Crowley and kill Yaina and lay waste to Dolaran, not necessarily in that order.
Nice. There we go, and that'll be it for the stream. Alright guys, hope you all enjoyed. I know I did. I'll talk to you all next time.